It's been a long while since I've done a getting to know me post, so I guess that's what I'm doing. So, hi, I'm Jess. I was born and raised in Portland, Oregon. My parents were teenagers when I was born, and they were just kind of caught up in their own lives. My dad was a heroin addict, my mom is a codependent. So they kind of just lived their own lives as me and my one sibling kind of fended for ourselves. Lots of childhood trauma, an ACE score of 10, and I have been in 2 cults. I've always been very independent and I have loved to learn probably since birth. I'm an avid reader. When I was in high school, I got addicted to drugs and I ended up getting sent away to a treatment center for 12 months where I learned a lot of good life skills and I ended up staying sober for 4 years. I used to be a vet tech. I specialized in a surgery called TPLO, a tibial plateau leveling osteotomy, which is a knee surgery for dogs. But I was really heavily addicted to drugs again at the time, and I ended up losing my job and going back to rehab when I was 22. And I've actually been sober since then, and I'm 37, which this year is my 15th year of sobriety. After being a vet tech, I ended up going to cosmetology school and doing hair, but turns out I'm really bad at doing hair, so I didn't do that for very long. And then I went to college and I studied psychology and child and family dynamic. Prior to COVID, I was a counselor for 6 years. I worked in an inpatient and an outpatient treatment facility. I loved my job, but it felt really draining because I was not taking care of myself because I literally did not know how to. And then COVID happened and I had just had a baby and I had a full nervous breakdown because I couldn't work, and that is where I placed all of my identity is within work. And so during that breakdown, I turned to meditation and mindfulness as a way to help me cope and deal with some past traumas that had come up from having a baby, and that is how I got here. I started studying Taoism, Buddhism, metaphysics, energy work, yoga. I dove all the way in because I started to feel a little bit of relief when I started meditating. My whole life, I've had an explosive anger problem and zero emotional regulation. Even as a counselor, I was pretty wily in my free time. And it wasn't until I started studying meditation and Taoism that I felt some true relief from the traumas of my past. And so that's why I started this TikTok account. I started this account to show my art as a part of my healing, and then I started talking about it a little bit more, and then I started talking about it a lot more, and now I have the Healing with Jess account. So if you've made it this far in the video, I'm glad that you're here, I'm glad that I'm here, and I'm glad that we're here together. Okay, love you, bye.